All right, welcome back to another trading week and another recap. Um, I'll briefly talk about today's price action and my expectation, and then you guys know I do skip Mondays, so I don't trade Mondays. I'll still outline the stuff I see and why I expected a bearish move to play out. So let's get right into it. You guys can see we opened this new week to the downside. You could argue and say, yeah, we open to the downside. I'm gonna take longs for London or Asia, right? Which was the right move. For me, I saw it in a way where it made more sense to move up during London and Asia and then see the move lower during New York. So pretty much New York reversal. And I also saw this price action as the manipulation on the daily. And now we're getting the full move, I would argue, or maybe we just stay and make a doji. Not sure. Regardless of that, it made sense for me to be bearish for the New York session. Why was that? So, in my opinion, fundamentals are still not looking great. So I don't really think until it's fixed, until it's 100% certain that the deal is going to be made between Trump and Iran. I'm still not fully thinking we retraced already. I do expect lower overall. We're gonna see how much stocks and other things follow that, but I don't think the news at the moment are bullish enough to simply flip to the upside, right? So I expect further correction to the downside. And if you look at the 1 hour candle today, we had this announcement, right, which came out at 7 New York time. So I pretty much expected this to be the manipulation. And then get the real move later. And what I did at market open was I used this wick to see if we would respect it or not. And you guys can see we actually did, right? So this is 0.5 of the wick. And that's pretty much what we held. Same right here. You could say it's a data wick, but for me, the overall picture, it made more sense to see a manipulation move, an entry at market open, and a delivery. In this case, this was a really good target, like I mentioned in my channel, after it got hit. Because we had no trading below it, we pretty much opened and just went higher. So that's the reason for downside, in my opinion. Same as the RTH gap today. So you can see we pretty much opened up here and had this whole gap open. So you can see on the day, on like the regular trading hour day, so when stocks trade and not like electronic trading hours, you can see we're actually pretty down overall. The futures just moved pre-market. This is something you can use, especially in days where we just go in one direction. During London and Asia, you can expect a retracement. But yeah, other than that, so this was a pretty clean move to the downside. Really hard to enter though, like it was market open. So pretty hard, like I said. I saw a couple screenshots in the chat today about people taking 10 a.m. longs. I do see like the overall confluences with it. Makes sense. We hit through the open. We hit, I think, a 4 hour gap. Yeah, we do. I still don't really see the trade. And that's because we have no manipulation at 10 a.m. We have no manipulation to the downside. If you look how 10 a.m. opens, we open up. And you have this. This is not good manipulation. Taking longs right here. I mean, it played out this time, but it's not a trade that would work regularly, right? The right move, in my opinion, to take longs at 10 a.m. today was to actually wait. And you guys can see we made an SMT right here. And this is where I would have taken longs if I was bullish. So this low to this low right here. This is the SMT. This is where you get in on the trade for upside. This, in my opinion, although it worked, it's not a great trade to take. You have no manipulation and you just blindly enter 10 a.m. key open. It opens to the upside and you're still long. But yeah, That's just my opinion. You guys can trade or do whatever you guys want. Other than that, I got asked a couple questions about this rejection block here. I think the 15-minute one or the 5-minute one. You guys can see it held, yes, although this is not great, right? You would want to see something else. Even this one would make sense to reject, right? But we don't hold it. And in this case, it is the right trade, in my opinion, to still trade lower. The only problem right here is the time of the trade, because it's close to lunch. So if you enter right here or somehow enter this, you're way too close to lunch, so it's not a time you should be trading. Price action is not as great as AM New York session usually. And you also don't have any sort of form of S&P, which is something I really like with the way I trade rejection blocks. And I don't really see that, except this one, but that's for the move to the upside, and then it would look for something different to take, right? But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on those two trades. This is not a bad trade. It's just unfortunate we do trade higher, because on the 3-minute it looks good. See, looks good on the 5-minute. But yeah, this wick right here is really unfortunate. This is my opinion on the 10 a.m. longs trade, which isn't great right here. But yeah, like I said, that's my take on it. Could have taken this rejection block right here, somehow enter this, whatever. I had my reasons to skip Monday. I usually do, because Monday is not a good day for me to trade. Also, you get a new range now you can use for tomorrow, which is the daily candle. You can see how the market accepts new news over the weekend, what we want to do, how we want to open on the weekly, and then you reassess and trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, which is usually my 3 best days. But yeah, I think I covered the main things, the 2 trades I saw most in the Discord today, and also the first big move I wanted to see, and this is what I would have tried to trade today. Not really 10 a.m. longs, because like I explained, I'm expecting further downside, not really upside. But yeah, if I missed something right here, you guys have another trade you took and you want me to go over it, ping me in the Discord channel, the questions channel, and I'll get back to you with my outlook on that, or like my opinion on it too. So I hope you enjoyed the recap. See you guys in tomorrow's recap, and hopefully I'll have a trade to break down too. So yeah, that's it. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.